What's up, you beautiful people? It's Harrison here, coming to you from the beautiful San Diego, California on this lovely, windy Monday evening. I just recently got a comment asking me to outline my full experience with the narcissist now that I've moved away from them. And I thought about that for a while in many different ways. I will be uploading a video in the future detailing my full experience with the narcissist, how I met them, when the first red flags started showing up, stuff like that. But that comment also got me thinking about another subject that I could talk about, and that is the subject of moving away from the narcissist itself. When I thought about it, when I read that comment, it got me thinking a lot about how long it's been since I've genuinely thought about the narcissist, and moreover, how long it's been since I've really been truly inspired to make a video about the narcissist. After it happened, it was pretty much the first thing on my mind. It was really all that was popping up on my feed at the time. YouTube's algorithm was recommending me a bunch of these videos, so the inspiration was flowing. I got a lot of ideas from the other content that I watched, and most importantly, it was also at the top of my mind. Part of it has to do with how recent it was back then, how recent it was since I knew the narcissist back then, how quickly everything changed in my life. But part of it was also the physical proximity. I'm not gonna lie. The physical proximity had a lot to do with it. And that's because the memory of the narcissist pretty much follows you everywhere. I know that sounds very menacing, but it does go to my point that your physical proximity to the narcissist will affect how much and how often you think about them, and how important it is in your mind. Because while I was still living in the same town as the narcissist, everywhere I drove, I had a certain memory, either with them or regarding them, if that makes any sense. Because even when I wasn't spending time with the narcissist, the places I would go would still remind me of certain times that I had where something the narcissist said affected me, or a place I would go to escape the narcissist. Even that would pop up in my mind every once in a while. Now that I'm away, I don't really get those visual reminders much anymore. So that definitely takes away from sort of the prevalence in my mind. It's a lot lower on my list of priorities right now, because I don't see all these reminders everywhere I go, which is very freeing, but there are still situational reminders, if that makes any sense. Just certain things people say, certain ways people act, and they don't have to be a narcissist. They don't have to be ill-intentioned. They could be very well-meaning people, but certain words or certain phrases or certain actions or attitudes will definitely remind me of narcissism. And that is really what I'm trying to say when I say that it follows you everywhere. I know that sounds very ominous, like, oh, I'll never escape this. no, like moving physically definitely takes away about 75% of the memories and reminders. But now that I don't have those physical, visual reminders, like the places we used to go or the activities we used to participate in, it's a lot more manageable, I guess. And it's a lot easier to see patterns because the only things that really remind me of narcissism are patterns of behavior. And it's given me a very keen awareness into how people behave, why they behave that way, and by extension, it's given me a lot of insight into how I behave and why I behave that way, and how my actions could potentially affect me in the future. So I guess I'm just making this video as a reminder to control what you can control, because although I've moved 3 states away from the narcissist, or even more now, probably 5 states away from the narcissist now, I'm always going to be getting these memories, no matter if I'm in Timbuktu or Tucson, Arizona. I'm always going to be reminded of narcissism. But what I do have control over is where I'm living, where I move, what I eat, my habits. Those are things that I can control. Those are physical places and visual reminders that I can make an effort to avoid in order to impact my future so that I don't end up being anything like the narcissist. So that's what it's like moving away from the narcissist. It's a very freeing experience, and it's definitely an experience where you really start to feel yourself regain a lot of control in your life. I am very excited to share my new experiences in my new town, because it's definitely an adventure, and every day it's kind of like I'm experiencing things all over again in the best way possible. I'm experiencing everything for the first time all over again, and no longer is it tainted or ruined by the shadow of narcissism or the shadow of darkness or the shadow of malice. Everything is fresh, and slowly but surely I'm gaining a lot of control in my life, and I really hope to see the same for all of you, all of my lovely viewers out there. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be uploading a full-length video on my experience with the narcissist, so stay tuned for that. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.